What's going on, guys? It's your boy Skylar Skrills. Today we'll be covering an early game axe build using either the neutral axes or a shock axe. So let's get into it. Alright, so first things first, we're going to cover the overall axe you're going to use. I would recommend, typically, you're going to try to build either a shock axe or a neutral axe. They're just better overall most of the time because you won't necessarily have to switch every single time you're trying to fight something. In this video, am using the Pangar Grace, which is obviously the Pangar axe. I like the Pangar axe, and I'm fighting a Hellion, so pretty easy there. And so for your special, I'm not using Flight of Ruin. I'm using Grim Onslaught. I like Grim Onslaught a little bit more because whenever they charge or anything like that, you can use the knockdown, but being early game, you more than likely don't have Grim Onslaught yet. So you can use Flight of Ruin. Flight of Ruin isn't bad. It's actually, most people prefer Flight of Ruin as well. I'm also using Volatile Axe Core, which is charging an attack, deals AoE damage. Yeah, I have that, so I'll use it. So we're going to start getting into the build now. Brow of Ice, which is the Pangar helmet. I'm going to use that, which is +3 knockdown for its perk. It's going to be a very, very stagger heavy build. The only thing that I noticed while playing it was lack of stamina. If you notice in kind of the gameplay, I am running out of stamina a lot. So we're going to build Brow of Ice. We're going to use Overpower Cell, whichever one you may have. I think I have a +3 in the helmet right now. You may only have a +1. That's fine. So for a body, we're going to use Draskell Plate. Draskell Plate is, for perk, it's going to run +3 Etheric Attunement, which is going to help with your Lantern, which we'll get into that later. Another Overpower Cell, again, very big stagger heavy build. I think overall I have +3 stagger on my list here, but I think on the build that I'm actually running, I have like +5. Not a big deal. So Gnasher Grips for your hands. Gnasher Grip for your hands. It's perk +3 Rage Hunter. Again, pretty good. 30% damage. I think I ended up getting up to +5 Rage Hunter, maybe +6 in my build. But if you go just follow this build 1 for 1, you only have level 1 cells, then you'll have +5 Rage Hunter in this build, which is 30% damage versus Enraged Behemoths. Pretty good there, on top of having the Knockdown King, stagger. So Gnasher Treads +15. Obviously no one's gonna have +15 gear in early game, that's why it's an early game build, lol. So your perk there is gonna be +3 Toughness. Toughness is very, very good. It's all right. I don't say very good. So once you get to +4, you really don't want to go any higher than that. +4 is +250 health and increased healing from all sources by 25%. So that's gonna be good. And for your legs and for your gloves, you'll use Rage Hunter cells. If I didn't already cover that before, again, damage versus staggered behemoths. Versus enraged behemoths. And so for your lantern is going to be Embermane's Rapture. You may or may not have Embermane's Rapture yet. I would also sub that out for using the Drask Lantern. I'm using that in this video, or in this gameplay behind my voice. So kind of the same thing. The instant cast is 30% faster, whereas the Drask Lantern is like 30% extra damage for 8 seconds. And then one creates a fireball, one's a lightning shock, same thing. You're going to want to run Etheric Attunement in that as well. So that is going to be everything for the early game build. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave it in the comments section below. I'll also leave a link to the dauntlessbuilder.com website for this build. If you have any questions, again, just let me know. I was going to do a later game build, but I don't actually have the weapons and stuff yet. So I'm going to work on that. If you want to see the gameplay, if you want to see me run over the build, please let me know. Thank you for watching the video, and tune in next time for more Dauntless gameplay, builds, questions, things. If you want to check out any other videos on my channel, please feel free. This would be the first Dauntless video that's ever gone up on my channel, but I do play a lot of SPS games, Rocket League, and various other games. So if you want to see any of that content, please feel free to browse my channel. Thank you very much for hanging out.